it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
There we go now as they will again try for two. Back to throw. Lock. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 23.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Is
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
At the 6-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Melvin Gordon.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock.
Final score.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.